What's happening, good people? Welcome to the Wealth 100 Show. I'm your host, George Gilmore, and it's go time. Listen, guys, each week we bring on six-figure professionals and entrepreneurs who are winning in life and business. If you're ready to take your life to the next level, you found the right place. I need you to get into the room right now, guys. I'm putting you in the room with winners that will help push you towards your dreams. Finally, if you want to grow your business, grow your network, and live your dreams to the fullest, I encourage you to apply to the Wealth 100 Mastermind at thewealth100.com, where lives are being transformed through self-development and access to wealth-building opportunities. Welcome to the Wealth 100 Show. Let's go. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Wealth 100 Show. I am your host, George Gilmore. Listen, guys, we got a special guest in the building today, Miss Ebony McAllister. What's going on, young lady?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fine, lady.
Thanks
doing
for
fine.
having me.
Listen, guys, this young lady is an educator, a manicurist to the stars. She's an entrepreneur. I think, what grade do you teach in school, Ebony?
I teach high school, so mostly juniors and seniors.
Mostly juniors and seniors in high school.
Yes.
And she's also an author. Welcome to the show, Ebony.
Thank you for having me.
Look, you're very subdued today.
Yes, I'm chilling today.
Why you chilling?
I am.
Listen, Ebony's a friend of mine. I've known Ebony, guys, for
Ever?
at least almost 10 years. Might be a little bit longer. It might be a little bit longer.
Yeah,
might be a little bit longer.
that.
But again, welcome. I thank you for coming to the show.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
I want the world to know about you because you're a special person.
Thank you.
And you have some special gifts in the entrepreneurial space, just an all-around great person. I want you to talk to my audience today.
Okay.
Particularly, I want you to talk to my educators.
Okay.
Because we know a lot of educators are looking for opportunities outside of education,
Right,
whether they stay in the school system and have a business or just totally leave. So that's why I really wanted you on here today. So
Thank you.
talk to the people about, let's go back to growing up. I always start the show with that. Where did you grow up at? Talk to me.
I grew up here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I went to Edgewood. It's called Luther Gerald's now. From there, Reed Ross, E.E. Smith. I graduated from E.E. Smith. So,
what class of E.E. Smith did you come out of?
Class of 2000.
If y'all don't know, E.E. Smith is like a HBCU high school, basically. Basically, that's what it is.
The goats of the county. Yeah, we're the best.
There
But
you go.
I'm class of 2000 from E.E. Smith.
Class of 2000. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And then you went on to college.
Then I went to A&T, North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University.
Let me ask you this. What made, well, my daughters went there, so you good.
Okay.
Both of them graduated from there. What made you go to A&T? What led you there?
Okay, so actually I applied for UNCG and I also applied for A&T, and I had a coach. I want to say it was Coach Butts, a gym coach, and he told me, because at that time I was going to go to UNCG, and he said, if you go to, he said they're the same level academically. He said, if you go to UNCG, that'll be like you transferring from here and going to Terry Sanford.
Wow.
And I was like, you're right. So from there, I said, you know what, I'm going to go and I'm going to spend my dollars at a black college and university, and I'm glad. That was some good advice.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't regret it.
Okay. What year did you graduate A&T?
I graduated in 04, and I got a bachelor's in science in fashion merchandising and design.
Okay, I didn't even know they had that major.
Yes. I only had 2 teachers at that time, but yeah, we had a small department.
Small department, okay.
It was fun.
Was the department new when you went there?
Not really.
Not really?
Not
Okay.
really, yeah.
Okay. So fashion and
Merchandising and design,
Okay.
yes.
Did you do anything with that after you finished school?
Not really.
There
I
you
did
go.
do a clothing line for like a year.
Really?
I like made t-shirts and stuff and like bling shirts, but
Okay.
I sold all my equipment. It was just too much for me.
So talk to me about being at A&T. What was that experience like for you?
A&T was a vibe. It was very fun. I met a lot of networks, like a lot of strong connections that I could still talk to and call today. I ain't really had many friends, but like I formed some very strong relationships with my professors.
Okay.
And I got a couple of college friends. So it was a nice
Well,
time.
most people, if you think about college, when you go back, you might have hung around 3 to 4 people.
And most
all
of
the
my
time.
and
You know
my
what I mean?
friends from college were like my best friends from high school.
Really?
So yeah.
So all y'all packed up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went with my best friend, and that was pretty much who I was with.
Okay. Look, when we came out, I graduated from Southie. We were Central and A&T. So half of us went to
And you went
Central.
where?
I went to North Carolina Central first. Why your eyes doing
Come
like
on,
that?
man.
What are you doing?
I wish I would have known that before I signed up. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Well, I'm a half bred.
Okay,
I
but
started
you
at
got
Central,
some.
and I finished at Fayetteville State. So,
Okay, but your daughters go to A&T. So
both of them graduated from A&T. Both of them, and one has a master's from A&T.
Okay, that's good. All right.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
So when you came out, did you go straight into education when you came out of school?
I did.
Okay.
Well, I didn't. It wasn't my intent to teach, but I was like working at a bank. It was First Union, Wachovia back then.
Yeah.
But when I was working there, I'm like, anybody can work there without a degree. So I wanted to choose a career or a profession where you had to at least have a degree. So I said, okay, I'll go back and teach. So then I took some more courses, lateral entry. So I went back to get my education courses.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to us about what you do as a teacher now. Where are you at? Where are you at, and what are you doing as an educator?
Well, right now I'm teaching the early childhood education program, which is an articulation program with Fayetteville Technical Community College. So my students, if they successfully pass this class, they will already have college credits. So they, it's a internship course too. So part of the week they're going off campus and they're like on the job training. So it's really fun.
So you go to the daycare centers where they
go
working
to,
at,
well, right now because of COVID, like most daycares are not accepting outsiders, so they're going to the local elementary school.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're working with them.
So how long have you been in that particular position?
This will be my first year.
This your first year? So what were you doing
before
prior?
I was doing child development, and then I taught foods for a couple of years, and then I was in middle school for about 8 years. Okay. Yeah.
So when I met you, you also had a manicures business going.
Right.
You were teaching at the same time?
I was teaching, yes. Wow. And then I was doing nails when I got out of school.
And I understand you did some nails for a couple of celebrities.
I did.
Give me a couple of names.
I did Rick Ross. I really like him. I did Young Thug. I did Tashina Arnold. Cam from Martin. I did Kim Porter, rest her soul. She was a sweet soul too. And a couple reality stars. So
how does a young lady, manicurist from Fayetteville, North Carolina, end up connecting with these people? Because your talent has to be outstanding, obviously.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I moved to Atlanta. So I formed a lot of connections down in Atlanta, but most of them were just like word of mouth. Like I knew somebody who knew somebody. Like I didn't even know they were connected with the people that they were connected to. So they just called me like, yo, my man need his nails done. I'm like, okay.
Well, there's no more 6 degrees of separation anymore. It's like half of 0.5 degrees separation. Right. Yeah.
You never know who you connected to.
Right. Yeah. That's beautiful. So let's talk a little bit. We call this section, let's get down to business. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about the business that you're doing right now, because I understand you have a store called Minxdiva. Is that correct?
Minxdiva's Essentials. It's downtown. Yes,
talk to me about that store.
So Minxdiva's Essentials was something, it really was like a blessing that fell in my lap. It wasn't like something I planned out and I wanted to do. I really just walked up on the space, and by me, at that time I was still kind of doing my faithful clients. I wasn't really doing too many nails like that. But I just needed another space. I really didn't need another space, but since it presented itself, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and open this up. So I named it Essentials because I'm just selling things that are like really true to me, like what I'm into, waist shapers. I sell my books there. Sea moss that I take every day, waist beads, things like that I'm into.
So you're a health nut?
Yeah, somewhat. I've been falling off. Like I'm trying to get back on it right now, but I know better. Once you know better, you got to do better.
So you started selling sea moss in this store space that you've got here?
Yes.
But you were already making your own?
Yes. I was making my own.
How did you get it? How did you learn how to make your own? That's the first thing.
I learned, I had a friend that was like right under my nose that was connected, and he taught me how to do it, and ever since then I was just making my own every day. Not every day, but
can you tell me what the process is, because I don't understand it. Okay,
so it's gonna come like a seaweed, like a dried seaweed, and then when you wet it, it's automatically gonna like expand and like get like a jelly type consistency. So you'll clean it, you're going to soak it overnight, and then when you soak it overnight, you put it in the blender like the next morning, and then it's just a gel.
It turns into a gel.
It turns into a gel.
And how often are you supposed to take this?
Every day.
Every day?
Every single day.
I've shied away. I just haven't done it. But
You should.
I know a lot of people
You should. Yeah, I could tell when I don't take it. I can really tell. Yeah, my energy off. I be eating crazy. I got an attitude. I be snappy. Yeah,
So I know you also do foot creams and things. How would I know that? Because I buy it for my wife. Okay, I buy it for my wife, not for me.
Right.
Anyway, you do the foot creams. Were you already doing this stuff at home or something?
Yeah, I was, and that's really why I sell them now, because like I'm really big on like chemicals and stuff. Like not even just the chemicals you eat, but like I don't do lotion, soaps, deodorant, stuff like that. Like I try to do natural stuff. So I make my own shea butter.
Okay.
And all that.
Do you sell these products online also?
I do.
Okay, where do people find that?
They can find that on my website, Minxdiva.com or theborderlinevegan.com.
Spell
Minxdiva, Minxdiva.com.
So they can know where to get this.
And theborderlinevegan.com. The Borderline Vegan.
Okay, what's the Borderline Vegan site?
So the Borderline Vegan is more like my CMOS, like healthy, like eating plant-based type foods. Like I had a meal planning guide. Okay. Just being more intentional with what we eat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of my whole thing with the Borderline Vegan.
Borderline Vegan. Yeah, I want to talk to you about that off camera. I want to find out some more stuff about what you're doing over there, because that's a huge market.
It is.
Huge market. I'm not a vegan, but
yeah, me either. I'm a borderline vegan.
That's why I like the name.
Yeah, borderline.
It's cool. So how long have you been in the store? In the store space?
I'm going on 2 years now. In the building that I'm in, I was upstairs for a year, and then when the people that's in the space now downstairs left, I just moved downstairs. So I've been in that building a little over 2 years.
I want to ask this question. As an educator, what gave you the confidence to step out on your own? I'm teaching school, I'm doing this thing, but what gave you that confidence to say, you know what, I can go out here and do this business also? A lot of people want to know that.
For me personally, it started with me doing nails. When I started doing nails, it was because I wanted extra income. Okay. But I didn't want to get another part-time job. Like I didn't want anybody telling me when I had to come to work, and I didn't want to get permission to take days off. So for me, it was important for me to have some type of flexibility, and the best way to do that is to create your own. So from me doing nails to me seeing the opportunity to open up a storefront, it was just like, okay, I need to step out and do that.
Were there any particular setbacks that you had during the process of getting the store open and to where you are now? Any major setbacks?
This particular store that I'm in right now, it kind of flowed. I can't really identify any setbacks right now, because it just, everything, like I said, I wasn't looking for it, and that's like the best way for things to unfold for me.
Gotcha.
That way I know like it's specifically for me. So yeah, I really didn't go through too much.
What specific advice would you give to an educator or anybody new that wants to get into entrepreneurship?
I think you should start from where you are. I would definitely say use your income to fund your business, not try to quit your job and then make your business pop. Like I feel like you should find a way to have some type of balance so that you're comfortable. Like I'm comfortable now, like my bills paid. Right. So that right there makes me feel like, okay, I will feel more comfortable with my business. Like if I don't have a great month or whatever, like I'm not like, oh my gosh, stressing about it. So I would definitely say start from where you are, even if it's just like a garage, a bonus room. Just start from where you are, and then as it grows, then expand.
I think you probably need to start a business coaching educators who want to get into business.
I know that's right.
What are we doing? We got to set that up.
We got to figure something out.
Talk to me a little bit about, did you have any mentorship or anything prior to you getting started, or was it just
it kind of was just space? Me. Yeah, in this space. Like I definitely need some mentorship.
You need some, okay.
I definitely need some mentorship, but for me right now, it's really just me doing my own research. You was asking me earlier what I'm writing. Like anything I need information on, I'm Googling it, I'm researching it, and I'm looking it up. So yeah, I don't have anybody holding my hand through this process right now.
So you've done this on Ebony's own strength.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's not.
Look, a lot of people start.
But I do need a team. I'm not acting like I definitely need a team. I definitely need some help. Okay. Yeah, for sure. But I'm not gonna let that stop me.
No, I know it's not gonna stop you. Right. I see you moving.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you about the what do you call them? The waist beads or whatever.
Yes, the waist beads.
I didn't know what they were for. I really didn't until I came into your store. I'm like, every time I come by that store, it's like women coming in there.
Oh, they love them.
Yeah. Is that your highest seller in the store?
Between the sea moss and the waist beads,
really?
yeah. Sea moss is number one, then the waist beads is right behind it.
Really?
Yeah, like when I do Juneteenth or any type of festival or 4th Friday, I don't even put nothing else out because like the waist beads are just a vibe.
Well, listen, let me ask you this: how do you stay committed to your goals? How do you do that? What does that process look like for you? Because people can get frustrated because businesses. I always tell everybody, businesses.
Yeah, for sure, it's a roller coaster.
So how do you stay committed to
I stay committed knowing that I don't have nobody to fall back on. Wow. It's just
That's
me.
Just plain, right?
Yeah, like it's literally just me. So like if I'm not committed, then I don't have no shoulders to cry on. I don't have nobody to go help me. Like, so I just gotta look in the mirror and like put my chin up and just keep going. I have no other options.
I got you.
Yeah.
During this journey of entrepreneurship, what is it that you've learned about Ebony? Little girl from Fayetteville, North Carolina, who went to A&T. Did the nails for the stars.
Right,
what is it that you've learned about yourself?
I've learned that I'm divinely connected. I've learned that I have so provided for. I've learned that it always works out for me. Like I don't have to beg man for nothing. And that's one of the greatest things I've learned. Like if you just focus on your connection to yourself and to God, your higher source, it's gonna work out.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. Right? Yeah. It ain't about nobody can take the credit for what I got right now.
Got you.
Nobody. Yeah.
As far as mindset is concerned, what do you do to keep your mindset positive?
Meditation is very, very monumental for me. Like every single morning, I got my alarm set for 5:15 in the morning. That's like one of my daily routines. I have to find the time to like connect and center myself. That way I can like hear and know that it's coming from a higher source and it's not like my ego self or somebody else's voice. Like literally like connecting to myself. That's the most important thing I got right now. Like just really quiet in my mind and like, okay, God, you show me.
Is there a particular meditation style that you do?
Right now, I am meditating to like binaurals. Like it may either be like ocean water or something like that. It's not guided. It's just like I'll put some high frequency music on and just sit and just close my eyes and just focus on my breath. My mind is always running. So the only way I can meditate is do the basic meditation. I've done that where you do the 99 down, count the numbers backwards. Oh, wow.
I can do that when I can get silent by the time I get down to about 30. Or what's the one they do? I think they do the breaths, the deep breaths, hold it, release it. Yeah. I can do that. I've done pretty well with that one. But those are about the only two that I can do.
But see, meditation is not about quieting your thoughts. It's about realizing them. It's about noticing them, like knowing what you're thinking about, like just setting aside just to feel, just be, just to like notice what's going on in your mind. It's not so much as to quiet your mind because you can't. You always gonna be thinking.
I know I can't.
Like you're gonna be thinking forever. But in this time when you're meditating, it's just like you're focusing on like what's active in your vibe. Like what are you thinking about right now? That's it. And just like focus on your breath. Okay, I'll talk some more about that. Talk to me about your circle of influence. If you have a circle of influence, do you have 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people that I look up to?
No, that you deal with on a regular basis. They have a mindset similar to yours, and they can help you be accountable to the things that you say. Do you have that? You're taking a long time to answer that. You're taking a long time.
Circle of influence.
They don't have to be friends, but they can be people that you're connected to, that you trust, with the things that you're thinking about, the ideas that you're working on, and they can help you get to those particular.
Kind of like a mastermind group?
It can be a mastermind group, but it doesn't have to be. It can be a small mastermind group. I've been in a mastermind group where it's 2 people.
Okay.
Me and another friend, and we just throw ideas off of each other.
So my circle of influence, I got a couple people that I look up to that are influential, that have accomplished a lot of goals. They got great organizational skills. I got some people that are great writers in my circle. I got a couple of entrepreneurs. So yeah, I think my circle of influence is kind of strong.
Okay. It's tight but strong.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Talk to me about integrity in business.
I think integrity in business is very important because if people can't trust you, they're not going to do business with you, period. So I pride myself on that. Like, that's why, like, my store is called Minxdiva's Essentials. Like, everything that I sell, I use.
Right.
Like, nobody can pay me to post something or promote something that I really don't use. And I think that that's very important in business.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they know they can trust you.
Listen, you told me a little bit about the morning routine. Give me a little bit more on that routine.
Okay, so my routine, my alarm goes off at 5:15 in the morning. Sometimes I may snooze, but I want to be meditating by 5:30. So my snooze will be like 8-9 minutes. So I may hit it once or twice, but by 5:30 I want to be meditating because I meditate for 15 minutes, 55 seconds. After I do that, I usually journal. And I write myself like a little love letter, or write God a love letter, thanking him, whatever comes to my mind. And then from there, I do cardio. So I may go run a mile, walk a mile, do some yoga, something like that. And then I get ready for work, take my sea moss, shower. And then
I've seen you on those runs in the morning. I've been coming through town before and seen you out there. I started to rash, but I didn't blow the horn at you. I didn't blow the horn at you or nothing. I've seen you a couple of times walking around.
So I try to get my physical activity in early in the morning.
Where do you want to take Minxdiva?
That's a good question because now I'm kind of feeling like I want to separate myself because it's more of like an ego type brand, and I kind of want to separate myself from the brand. So I'm kind of in a standstill of where I want to go as far as like branding and how I want to show up, because like people that call me Minx or Minxdiva, they don't really know me, because I've never introduced myself as that. You know what I'm saying? My name is Ebony, so I want to like separate the ego self from who I really am, because I would never introduce myself as
Minxdiva.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody else would.
If somebody says that means I know you don't know me, because I never, you know what I'm saying? You know me from the internet. You don't know me as a person. So I'm kind of thinking about separate myself from it right now.
When you say separate, still got Minxdiva, but Ebony is doing some other things.
Yeah, Ebony McAllister, like that's my name.
I got you.
Yeah, that's who I am. Not this image that I've created.
Are there any particular dreams that you've not accomplished yet that you want to accomplish?
Yeah, there are dreams. I want to write more books. I want to help other people birth their books. I want to speak on global skills. I want to travel the world. I want to help other people like realize their full potential. So like I want to teach on like a broader scale. Yeah.
Listen, you must have known I was getting ready to ask you at the end of the day, what is your life mission? You just said it.
That's my life mission.
Said it. That was literally the next question at the end of the day. What's your life mission? What advice would you give your 18-year-old self? I'm 18. What advice?
Where was I at 18? 18, I'm in Barbie Hall at A&T.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I would tell myself to stay focused on your finances, focus on your grades, focus on like your foundation. Get all that together. Like, don't be worried about all this other foolishness that you're worried about right now.
Because it is some foolishness. At 18 in particular.
It's definitely some foolishness. Like, stay focused on what you got going on right now. Like, all that other stuff doesn't matter.
Listen, I love it. Last question I'm going to ask you. Are you finding fulfillment in doing what you're doing?
Absolutely.
And what does fulfillment feel like?
Fulfillment feels free. It feels like I can wake up and be exactly who I am. I don't have to paint this perfect image. Like, I can show up as I am. Like, I don't have to front fake for nobody. I don't have to put on a mask. Like, that is fulfilling for me.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you on stages. I'm seeing you teaching.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. You got it.
Thank
you got it.
Thank you.
You know what to say. You know what to do. You just need to do it.
I just need to do it. That's a fact, and you know that, right?
You just need to do it. Listen, I talked about you have a YouTube channel. How many subscribers on your YouTube channel? I forgot that.
I got about 76,000.
Okay, about 76. Okay,
oh my
like it's a little number.
Right,
I got 500 subscribers. I got
about 77K.
Yeah, so they're following you for a reason.
They are. That's a fact.
That's a fact, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Just waiting on you.
They waiting on me.
Just waiting on you. Listen, I'm not gonna hold you up and take all your time up. I want to thank you for coming in and spending some time with my audience today.
For sure.
I want to talk to my educators again. You guys need to follow this young lady. Tell them where they can follow you.
You can follow me at Minxdiva, Minxdiva, on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, TikTok, LinkedIn, everything.
Is everything?
Yeah, that's my name. So yeah, you can follow me there on my website.
Listen, again, I thank you.
Yes,
we will talk again very soon.
Anytime. You know I'll be here.
I know. Thank you, man.
Yes.
Listen, thank you for tuning in to the Wealth 100. I am your host, George Gilmore. Peace.
That was cute.
Thank you for tuning in to the Wealth 100 show. Today's show has been sponsored by the Wealth 100 Mastermind. If you're ready to join a tribe of winners, if you want to be a part of the best mastermind on the planet, go to thewealth100.com right now and apply. I need you to get into the room right now, guys. Let's go. Thewealth100.com.